Good morning. Hello. Welcome to today's, which I think I wrote it wrong. It's not a Tuesday. It's a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it is Wednesday. Hello, welcome. It's Wednesday. Welcome to the live stream. We're just starting today, and we are in American Truck Simulator. So we are going to start our career here, and let's get started. Let's see if everything's smooth, it seems, but there is one thing I noticed already that is not correct, is my color. Sometimes it does that, so I gotta kind of tone it down a little bit, otherwise I'm a little bit yellow. There you go, just a little bit better. Can't see the number, but I think about 4.4 thousand kelvins. Sounds about right. And there we go. The blue is still a little weird. The blue is not that blue, just so you know. Hey, good morning. Nighttime where you are? Yeah, the world is a crazy place. Could be nighttime for you and daytime for me. And I think, can I change it from here? I cannot. They should. YouTube needs to improve that. Let's fix it. Before we start, I put American Truck Simulator Tuesdays on the horizontal. It's Wednesday. People accuse me of pre-recording. This would definitely be grounds for them to say, see, I told you, you are pre-recorded. Dead Euro Truck Simulator, no, we're playing American Truck Simulator today. Oh, in the Philippines. Yeah, that's quite far from me. I am in not Miami, in Florida, Tampa Bay area. What are we hauling today? Redneck for life. Hey, man, I don't know. Oh, it's 12 a.m. for you? Dude, that's pretty late for you as well. All right, let's see what we're hauling. I don't think... Oh, yes, we are hauling. We're taking cars to from Show Low, Arizona to Davenport, Idaho. And we're still pretty far from what I can tell here. And you know what? I forgot again to buy Louisiana. Just like, buy the state like that. But let's get started. There we are. Let's look around. All right, things are working. Hi, lady. Good morning. It's morning for you, too. We have a Coca-Cola there in the back. And, yeah, we're parked here in somewhere. We'll figure it out, as we always do. Let me get the volume a little lower. This volume a little louder. Momo, hello. In Australia, nice, man. Yeah, I have a couple of streamer friends that are in Australia. The best one that I, talk more is called Itchy. He's on TikTok too, and he's a pretty cool guy, and he has a motion rig platform. All right, so engine is good. What I do notice so far is that we have the lights on for fuel, but I don't see low fuel here. That's weird. The gauge is showing correctly, as one can tell. This is the gauge for fuel right here. It's about just a little bit. Okay. It's one of those things, maybe if I go out and back in, it'll work. Because it will shut down for a second, and then it'll go back up. There you go. It's down now. And then go back on. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll know in a minute. Let's get started. Let's get moving. I have a question. Is it hot inside the simulation? Oh, man, no. It's pretty chill here. Let me show you before we go. I'm in my house, so that is an air conditioning vent right there. And here in Florida, we keep the air conditioning on pretty much 24/7. You see, the thing is, even though we are in winter here in the northern hemisphere, it's still pretty warm. Yesterday we had 25 degrees Celsius. I think in Australia you guys do Celsius, right? I don't know. You are on Giacomo. So yeah, it's pretty warm. It's about what? Yesterday was about 77, 70, mid 70s. was not too bad for a winter. So air conditioning needs to be on, so it's not hot in here. You're currently playing ATS. Sorry, I'm probably gonna take a little longer to answer TikTok. It's the chat did not connect yet. I don't know why, but it didn't. Playing and hauling a big tech part of Del Rio to Van Horn. Nice. We're taking TVs, I think, right? No, cars. We took TVs yesterday. Today we're taking cars. These generic Kia, they look like Kias, I think. Ooh. Yeah, but you guys are in the summertime. Aiden, it's summertime for you guys in Australia. Plus, here in Florida, we get humidity. We don't get super hot weather. Like, it barely goes over, 35 degrees Celsius. But we do have a very bad humidity here. Like, it's usually 99% humidity in the summertime. The type of humidity, you step outside and you're sweating already. Like, literally. Can I merge? Come on, people. Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, let's get a little... I think, is it too low? It's weird, because it feels like the engine is low, but the humming of the, the air is loud. Got some green. Good morning, brother. How are you doing, man? Still 30 degrees Celsius there at 12 a.m. That's pretty bad. I mean, you gotta have AC, right? Otherwise, it's just like here in Florida. I'm playing on a Logitech G923 wheel with an ATS shifter. Nice, whoops, and I'm drifting here. Trying to read the messages. The problem, the messages are far on my left for TikTok. For some reason, they didn't connect yet, so I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes. Otherwise, I'll restart my app that kind of consolidates all the messages. Yeah, and I see the fuel light still on. I don't know why. That's odd. Very odd. But we'll see. We're not over. The speed limit here is actually not that bad. It's not that great either. It's 70 miles an hour. For Europeans, that'd be crazy. But here in America, oh yeah, thank God. So TikTok connected the chat successfully. So from now on, I'll be able to read the messages where I usually read messages, which is right here. Oops, ouch. Yeah, don't do that. Right here. This is where I read messages. I had a small accident and nobody was looking. All right. Beluga 2857. I do that on Saturdays, my friend. That's when we play BeamNG. Or, if we crash like I just did, that'll be a mistake and not on purpose. So, if you want to see crashes, Beluga, just check out my videos. I made a live stream on Saturday playing BeamNG. Then you can see Volvos crashing, PMWs crashing, all kinds of cars crashing. Yeah, it's almost done, but the light shouldn't be on yet. Usually the yellow light comes on when it crosses the red, and it didn't cross it yet. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to refuel soon, so if it doesn't go back, I'll just restart my sim hub, which is usually what I do what I do when something is kind of off. And also, we need to sleep because it's getting dark. And I usually prefer to drive during the daytime for you guys. It's just easier and better for everybody to see. Thank you, got some green. Thank you, man. Oh, you saw that video. Nice, Beluga. Hope you liked it. Like and clicked like. Also, that helps a lot, man. So hard to get YouTube to show your videos around. So many, competitors around. Also, Como, I also have another question. You drive really good. Do you have a driver's license? Yes, I don't drive that good here. I kind of crash sometimes, like I just did. But yes, I do have a driver's license. I have a driver's license for 25 years now. I never had a ticket. And I also fly airplanes. I'm a student pilot. I don't have my pilot's license yet. I'm working on it. Do you play off camera? Yes, I do. I do play off camera. I tried to play a little bit yesterday, but it didn't have a lot of time. I was trying to play the Assetto Corsa Evolution, But for some reason my computer was freezing, so I ended up just troubleshooting, not being able to play, which sucks. I hate when it happens. What do you think of self-driving cars? Time to lax. Man, I'm okay with them. I like them. I don't want them to take over for good, but I gotta say they're pretty good. My Cadillac CT5V has a Super Cruise, the thing that will turn the steering. Like if I'm here, it will, you know, do everything. I can take my hands off the wheel, and I use that because when you're on a highway, and I usually drive at the speed limit, and I, you know, drive pretty safe. I just want to be safe and comfortable, so I like the self-driving cars. But if I'm on a track, if I'm driving more spirited, then I want to control the car. I don't care about self-driving cars. I don't mind them having that feature. My minivan also has that feature. It's a little bit different. The Kia Carnival has the lane keep assist kind of thing. It's pretty good as well. It works pretty good. Can't complain. Not as good as the Super Cruise on Cadillac. Beluga, why is the RPM so high at six gear? So what happens here is, well, first, the gears are six. The truck only has 6 gears. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. This truck here, I changed the transmission in the game truck for a 6-speed transmission. Second thing, as you can see, I have 8,000 RPMs on the tachometer. I can't change that. So what I do is I calibrate the tachometer for the red line. So every car, every truck, every F1 car, everything that I drive, the red line will always be the red line. This makes it easy for me to know when to shift. I don't care about the number, because I'm not that good that I remember you know, I have to change gears at 64,000 RPMs on a, I don't know, on a Porsche, and then I have to change gears on 17,000 RPMs on a truck. I just put a red line here and I call it a day. So when you see me going up, this is me going over the red line on the truck. So the red line is calibrated to the truck, so it'll match. Thank you, Beluga. Thank you, man. Bro, do you like electric cars? Lit for Centro XY. I don't like the full electric ones, and not because of all that, you know, electric cars and environment and blah blah blah. No, I don't want to plan my trips based on when I need to refuel or recharge. Like I heard arguments from many people that have all electric cars, like, oh, but you can have lunch and recharge your car. Yeah, but sometimes I want to have lunch on a drive-through and I just want to keep going, you know, and I can't do that on an electric car. I got to take that exit. So I like hybrid cars. I do like them. My minivan is hybrid. My Volvo S60T8 is hybrid. I think hybrids are pretty cool. My dad has a Mercedes E53. It's hybrid. I like them. I'm not a big fan of the all-electric cars. And because of the recharging thing, not because of environmental or, oh, it's you're driving a microwave oven. I don't care about that. They're fast. Some look cool. I don't mind, but I don't like to be planning my trips around charging. Let me see more questions here. Is this ATS or ETS? Lit for Central. This is ATS today. I play in American Truck Simulator on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I play on Euro Truck Simulator. Is there an airbag? No, there's no airbag here. Just a cover. And all my steering wheels, like this BMW steering wheel here, also only has the cover. As you can see, I always remove them now. This is a Cadillac CT5 steering wheel that I will make it work. It's a game, ZVVVVV. So good, you can read. Good job, my friend. Good job, dude. Either ways, the battery of electric car would be down given my driving style is aggressive. Well, fuel will be down even if your driving style is aggressive. So my Cadillac CT5V been doing like 10, 12 miles per gallon. I fuel it up and I just drive a little bit and I'm out of gas. So that doesn't matter. If you're driving a gasoline car or an electric car, that's not your excuse. Battery, autonomy, it's not either. Most battery-powered cars nowadays can go like 400 miles, My Cadillac CT5V cannot go 400 miles on a tank. So yeah, you know, that's not a good argument right there. I do agree with the combustion sound. I prefer combustion. I mean, my Cadillac CT5 sounds beautiful. My Volvo S60R sounds beautiful. I have a catless exhaust there. Meanwhile, my Volvo S60 T8, the hybrid one, has no drama and is faster than all of my other cars. What's my favorite car? The Cadillac CT5V. That's my favorite car. Bro, what? Yeah, petrol diesel cars are the best. Diesel, man, I don't think so. And I wouldn't call the best. And the best in what? The best in sound? Yes. The best in speed? Not anymore. The best in, you know, practicality? Yes. I mean, the best has so many faces. You're, here, listen, you're not gonna get hate from me towards electric cars or love. It just depends on the situation. Like I was saying before, I do appreciate the electric cars. I just wouldn't own one because I don't want to plan my trips around recharging that thing. I like to be able to stop at a fuel station, put fuel in it, and just drive off. So yeah, exactly. It depends on the purpose. It depends on what you're doing. Like, I mean, what if you're driving, like, you know, you're a Uber driver, you know, you don't want to spend fuel. That's a good way to, you know, save money. Lit for Central, why ain't you got like a BMW or Hellcat? Tough cars. Man, the Cadillac CT5V? Dude, go study cars better. I don't like BMWs. I do appreciate them, but I would never own one. Hellcats? Oh, hell no. I prefer my Cadillac. Luxury sedan with a powerful engine? Sign me up for that. It's a preference thing, man. Everybody has different preferences. Mine is I like big sedans with good, powerful engines. That's what I like. And I think I agree with Ender. I think Hellcats are overrated. I don't really see the appeal on a police car that's just been put with a huge engine and it's not made to go faster. Like the CT5V, I have magnetic suspension. The interior looks way better than a Hellcat. It's luxurious. I have Alcantara all over. I have bucket seats that are electrically adjusted. So, yeah. Oh, and we need fuel. By the way, we do need fuel. Where are we going? Oh, it's a toll booth. All right, let me see more questions. Hey, Gaming Kingy, I'm doing good. How about yourself? The game name is, this is American Truck Simulator. Mimo, bro, change gears. There's no more gears, man. I'm on the highest gears. This is 6-gear trucks. I have 6 gear. So I am on the highest gear. The RPMs are calibrated to the red line. So here is about 2,000 RPMs on the 7. It's about 2,000. So, yes. Are those real gauges in the dash? And that's working. Yes, sir. Big Smoke. This is 100% real gauges. And everything is working, including the fuel, which is going pretty low. What's better, Mazda Miata MX-5 or Bugatti Chiron? Oh, dude. Then again, better for what? I think both cars have their value, like not in monetary value. Mazda's MX-5s are small, cool, like super, you know, fun cars. The Bugatti Chiron is a beast. We're comparing a supercar versus a cool car. You know, not that the Chiron is not a cool car, but you can't say a Miata is a supercar. But anyways, the M5 F90 competition is also best. Again, best for what? I take my dad's Mercedes over the M5 F90. And they're all good cars. Don't get me wrong, Lit 4 Central. I'm not saying the BMW M5 is a bad car. All right, more questions. What about Skodas? Beluga. So I don't have a lot of experience with Skodas, to be very honest with you. I live in America. I've seen Skodas in my last trip to Europe, which was a couple weeks ago. I thought they looked pretty cool, but I don't have a big opinion. I never driven a Skoda in my life. I've just seen them on the road, so I don't have a big opinion. That's nice. What do you use to hook them up, if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't mind you asking, Big Smoke. I do have tutorials on my YouTube channel, and this is what I use. This is an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield, and this is what's connecting the gauge cluster. Oh, look, I could do that from now on. I can put the here. I forgot about that. But yeah, this is an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield on top. So the little blue thing is a CAN bus shield, and this is what makes the gauge cluster work, and this is what makes the buttons work. Oh, cool, I can do this. So yeah, this is an ESP32, and here is the Arduino Micro Probe. So this is what makes the buttons work on the steering wheel, and on, like, I can change the camera here. I can turn on the hazards. Every single button here works. I can put the wipers and everything just by clicking that. Fabi, change gear. There's no more gears, buddy. I have 6 gears on this truck. I have 6 gears here. Trust me, I am not over revving this truck, dude. Slipknots. This is so stupid. Why not just get your car to drive? Oh, buddy, I have 4 cars. I drive them when I have to drive, buddy. My Cadillac CT5 has driven like 400 miles this weekend. Just because I wanted to drive. Now, I work from home. I'm an executive. I don't need to drive every day. Like, my wife went to the office today. I don't need to, so I'm driving at home, where it's safe and fun, and I can earn money while doing this, and having fun here, listening to some weird messages like yourself, buddy. Miata is a drift race car, by the way. I know Miatas. I built a simulator out of Miata. Missed out. Sorry, I don't know what you missed out. What about SCOTUS? And you missed out, so I might missed a message. I don't know. All right, let's go. Bro, if you got a real car, just go cut up in real life. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Let's go cut in real life. Let's put our lives at risk. Let's put other people's lives at risk. Let's cause property damage, because trust me, bro, if you cut up in real life, it's not skills. Eventually, your luck is going to run out, and you're going to crash and hurt somebody. I don't care what you say. If you're cutting up in real life, it's not about skills. You can be the most skillful driver in the world. Somebody's going to make a lane change, not signal, be on their phone, and you're going to hit them, and it's not their fault. It's your fault, because you're cutting up and being stupid. So, yeah. What's my YouTube? I'm going to look it up. So, Big Smoke, it's the same name as here. It's on my link tree. You can find information there. And I'm really running low on fuel. I should have gotten out on this exit, I think. Let me see if I can still do that. I'm here yapping around, and let me see if I can still come. Yes, but that's going to make my trip go a little different. That's okay. We'll take that. Who is for Jaro I5? It's illegal to use a phone mid-drive. Yes, in most places it is. Do you play any drift games? I don't play a lot of drift games. I will eventually start playing more. I need to learn how to drift, to be very honest with you. We're taking this exit. Yeah, for the fuel. We have 86 miles only on our fuel tank. Yeah, Sis Corner, thank you, man. I am gonna stop for fuel right now. Bro, you're an experienced driver. Oh, man. Yeah, you're probably young, right? How old are you? Maybe 20s? Dude, I'm 44. I've done my share of stupid things, and I learned my lesson. Eventually, you'll learn, and what I can hope for you is that you don't hurt somebody or hurt yourself while doing that, while learning. But yeah, I'm an experienced driver, man. I swear, I have more lap time, more track days and laps around a track than you driven forward. I've owned a race car for 5 years, a real car on a real racetrack. And I know that's expensive. That's a money pit. And, you know, it's fun, yes, but this is different. This allows me to do this at home. Oh, this is not the entrance, is it? No, it wasn't. The truck entrance is right there. Can I go around? No, I don't think so. I'll have to go around here. Car X. Yes, I've heard about Car X. I heard it's pretty good. No. I hate when gas stations do that. They should have like a little connection towards the truck part. Oh, greetings to Germany. Oh man, Franco, I loved Germany. I was there a couple weeks ago. I was in Berlin, and then I drove through Dresden and to Kedlingberg. Dude, amazing place. I love the Autobahn, man. I wish I had a faster car. I was driving a van, a Mercedes Vito, and it was limited by the rental company to 190 kilometers an hour. So that's as fast as I could go. How much did it cost to build your simulator? I spent about $700 to build the simulator. Obviously not including the TVs or the PC. Ender, I'm near the age of your dad, yes. And more I'm gonna be closer to Grandpa's age. But still Dad's age, so that's okay. Let's put the parking brake on, let's turn off the engine, and let's get fuel. Why do people always feel the need to say drive an actual truck? I don't know, Shade. I don't think they listen to themselves, to be very honest with you. I don't understand. Like, I work from home. I earn a lot of money doing that. Why would I just go out for a drive? Like, imagine me waking up in the morning. I take my daughter to school, riding a bicycle in the morning. Well, today I drove my Cadillac because her tire was flat. But can you imagine me just taking her to school, coming back home, driving around the neighborhood like a lunatic, just spending fuel, taking risks because there's a lot of moms taking their kids to school. Traffic is bad. I can't just drive fast because I don't want to get a ticket or crash or anything, and then come back home and start working. Yay, I driven a car. I'm a tough dude. Yeah, listen to yourself. All right, let's sleep also so we can turn into daylight. Hey, it's New Zealand. Nice. How does one get the financial freedom to play truck sim at 7 a.m.? Mikey, work, man, a lot of work. I've been working at an office for about 25 years. Last about 6 years I've been able to work from home, which is a lot of fun. A little before the pandemic. The pandemic was just a nail in the coffin. Does the gas gauge actually work? Yes, you just saw it went up. It was the light was on. Dude, the highways, Franco, I take my hat off to you guys. Here in Florida, the left lane is a slow lane and the right lane is a fast lane because nobody's on the right lane. The slow lane is where you can actually drive at the speed limit and just keep going. I loved in Germany, man. Everybody respects. It's a religion. The left lane is a religion in Germany. You never see anybody like, oh, I'm driving a BMW at 200 kilometers an hour. In the center lane, if you're gonna pass, they go on the left, pass, and come back to the center. Beautiful. Congrats, dude. You guys know how to drive there. I was like over the moon. All right. Have you watched any Transformers movie? Yes, I have. Been a while, but yes. 10 Morty, how did I make my simulator? It's on my channel. I have a tutorial, actually a bunch of tutorials, and you can follow along. Can you drive faster, like 120 kilometers, I assume, per hour? I think this truck, yes, it does get about 120. Depends on the speed limit I'll go or not. I think I have to go around here to get out. Truck named. I'm driving a Volvo BNL 2014 here. This is the Volvo BNL, the older one. Hi, I do use Truck Sim GPS. I was using Sardine, but I stopped. I think they're overcharging it. I think it's a little bit too expensive for a beta in development app, to be very honest. I think he's doing an amazing job, don't get me wrong. Truck Sim GPS is super cool. But, nah, man, it's too expensive. About $9 a month, I think. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, it goes pretty fast, Robin. I think the fastest I've been able to achieve with this truck here in this game, with no engine mods or anything, was 97 miles an hour. So I didn't go over 100 miles an hour in it, but it did go about 97. Does the small screen work? This one? Yeah. Let me show you. So this is what I see. Ooh. And if I don't crash, right? This is what I see on the screen right there. So I am turning here. Let's wait a second. Yeah, it does work. I can change to different settings. I'll show in a second. So I have my PC information here as well. I have the Apple CarPlay main menu here. I have the music that's playing right now. This is the actual music. It's called Amber Leaves by Stream Beats by Harris Healer. Yeah, it works. And you can download it on my channel on YouTube. You have a link for that tutorial, a tutorial for that installing and getting that working. Let me see. It's the opposite here. Keep the left unless passing cars. Yeah, I mean, in America, that should be the left lane for passing. It's not. It's for just cruising. People don't understand that. All right. Out of all sports, what do you think it's most dangerous? Man, I think there's a couple that are very dangerous. Skiing seems very dangerous to me. Like those jumps that they do on those ramps while they're skiing, that seems pretty crazy. Thank you, Bojangles. Do you play other driving games? Also, yes, I do, Franco. I play a lot of Assetto Corsa, Assetto Corsa Evolution. I play BeamNG.drive, and I play Assetto Corsa Competizione. That usually happens on the weekends. And the main reason I drive trucks on the weekdays is because I can read the chat and talk to you guys. Because if I'm in Nordschleife, going around the track, I need to pay attention at the driving and not at the chat. So this allows me to do that. I can drive and see a little bit what's going on. Subham, can you cut up? I can in a no hesi. That's when I do play on Saturdays. I play Saturdays, I play no hesi and BeamNG. Robin, loaded up. Yeah, 97 is about the fastest I've gotten. But bobtail, it's like 105 max. Dude, that's insane. You did that in real life, Robin? That's crazy. Hats off to you, man, but be careful out there. Do you have side windows? Yes, I do. I do have a triple TV set up here, so that's my rear view mirror on the side, and this is the other rear view mirror here on this side. So I can just turn my head around and look outside. Can you play MWC Cyber? I don't play copyrighted music here, so I just keep it with the copyright-free music. I want to put a BMW on my Moza R12, but I don't understand the wiring for buttons to work. Calum, check my tutorial on my YouTube channel. That will give you an idea. This is my BMW steering wheel, and all the buttons are working. It works with my Fanatec here, but I will make a new video teaching how to do that on a Moza. Stay tuned for that. So if you're on YouTube, just subscribe to my channel, do all that good stuff, and you'll be able to see it. It's opposite here in New Zealand. Keep the left unless passing. Yeah. So, in a lot of places, passing on the right is a big no-no. Here in Florida, I mean, that's where you pass. Because there's a lot of people doing this. Exactly what's happening right there, right now. Nobody's on the right lane. And there's a bunch of cars on the left lane just cruising because they think they're fast cars. Fast cars need to stay on the left. That's not how it works. You stay on the right unless passing. I don't know why it's such a hard concept to understand, but, you know. How long are you live? I usually am live for about 2 hours every morning, from around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 a.m. Oh, we got to stop at the wait station. Can you drive in Switzerland? Yes, in Euro Truck Simulator, I can. That'll be tomorrow. So if you want to watch it tomorrow, make sure you like, subscribe, and join my live stream tomorrow morning, where I will be driving in Switzerland, or Europe for that matter, and might go to Switzerland. Oh, you're still confused? I'm going to make a new one, Calum, but that's not going to involve getting connecting the wires to the Fanatec. It's going to be connecting to this guy here. This is an ESP32. This is what's powering this steering wheel right here that I'm using right now, the Volvo. Should I make an Audi A4 sim race setup? Oh man, you should, definitely. If you like Audis, you like sim racing, definitely, Dexy Boom. You're gonna enjoy it, and if you live in the United States, I assure you, following my tutorial, you're not gonna spend more than 700 bucks on it. Unless you buy the car parts out of eBay, I don't know. But usually they're pretty cheap if you go to a junkyard and buy at those pick and pull junkyards. Where am I driving right now? That's a good question. Where am I? We are in, let me check what city. Kansas City. And we are driving towards Idaho. Iowa. That's where we're going to. How much did your setup cost? About $700, Eric Cooper. 700 bucks. $300 I spent in car parts. Another $400 in wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, that little LCD screen right there. What else? The metal to weld the steering wheel so it's really firm here. You have to have USB to PC. That's right. Yes. You'll be connecting with my tutorial on YouTube. I'm not using an additional controller, so everything is going through the Fanatec. Maybe that's why you're confused, because I sacrificed a steering wheel like this one to make it work. So I connected things to the buttons here. Now on the new tutorial, I'm going to teach how to do it on ESP32. So then you're going to need a USB, or with the ESP32, you can do that with Bluetooth. Why is the steering wheel shaking? It's called force feedback, Abhem. How much money do you have in this game? Let me see. Oh, up there. $96 million. I have a lot of money. I don't spend them. I just keep driving here every day. And I don't spend the money. I could buy a few trucks with that. I can dominate the world. Yes, sir, Zachary. This is a American Truck Simulator that we're playing today. And we are driving towards Iowa. In a room. Maybe I missed the other message, but what about in a room? Oh, nice. You also play American Truck Simulator. I like it. Who is 640? It's a scary game. I mean, if you have some kind of trauma about driving, I suppose that could get scary. But I don't know. Can you also have breakdowns? Light lace 1. Yes, you can. So, if you look at there's a little damage thing there on a little truck. So, if that gets too damaged, you will have breakdowns. It's like you're driving in real life. Austin, yes. You know, that's what I like about American Truck Simulator. You can kind of, drive like you were driving in real life, and I think that's fun, and it's very relaxing to me. I'm gonna start working in an hour or so. So I don't want to, get pumped up. I want to just get, in the right mood. Just like if I'm commuting to my office, I don't get to commute because I work from home. So this is fun for me. Hey, Aaron Productions, speed up, Craze. We're doing the speed limit, man. 65 miles an hour. We're doing 65 right now. How many Arduino work on that cockpit? Carlos Gonzalez. So, let me count. There's one for the climate control that makes all the buttons here work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 Arduinos here. The RPMs are insanely high. It's not, Michael. It's just calibrated, buddy. This is an 8,000 RPM tachometer. I calibrated the tachometer with the truck in the red line. So the red line in the truck is at around 2,500. This is 7,000 here. So it's just calibrated. Imagine if I'm driving an F1 car. I'm doing like 14,000 RPMs. there's no 14,000 here, so even the idle on a race car will be like 5,000 RPMs on a Formula 1. So the idle will be right here. So that's why it calibrates, so the idle will go down to a normal level. Go 80. I mean, I can go 70. That's the speed limit now. The PC specs Popcorn 422. So my computer is a 9950X3D. That's the AMD CPU. I have a 4090 GPU, and I have 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. So you can't play music. I am playing music right now. Just not too loud, and it's copyright-free music. You can kind of see here what I'm playing right now. This is the music that's playing. So Ultra Pure Stream Beats by Harris Healer. This is a playlist made for people that stream like me. Michelle Seltzer, going less than 100 kilometers an hour in 6th gear, more than 5,000 RPM. LOL. So you didn't hear what I said, did you? So to begin with, this is the highest gear this truck has. This truck has 6 gears. Doesn't have 18, 12, whatever. This truck, in the game, I changed the transmission to a 6-speed. So I am on the highest gear. 5,500 is about 1,600 RPMs because it's calibrated. The key word here is called calibration. Calibration. How much did the setup cost except the PC and TVs? Dexy Boom, $700, man. $700. If you go to my YouTube video tutorial, you'll see I break down the cost for everything. It's $700, $300 in car parts, $400 in hardware. The other stuff that make everything work. How long do you stream? Usually 2 hours. ETS or ATS? This is ATS. But if you're asking what I prefer ATS totally because of the speed limit is higher. Aaron Productions, yes, he makes content, guys. Go check him out. What are you hauling? We're taking cars. We're taking cars over to Iowa. Jero, yes, it's so. I love when other fellow content creators stop by. There's quite a few that usually stop by that I admire and appreciate. Slow Lane Productions on YouTube. Go check him out. Pretty cool guy. Slow Lane Productions makes great content with his Honda Civic. I have the Dan's gaming van that shows up sometimes. Super cool guy. Check him out as well. There's other people I'm probably forgetting. On TikTok, there is Itchy that usually shows up. There's more. Oh man, I don't want to forget anybody. What game is this? This is American Truck Simulator today. Which is best, Cat 6 or 8 Ethernet cable for gaming? I'd say 6 is enough, but 8 is better. Are you in a real truck but playing the sim? No, I am in my home office playing in the simulator. So this is my side TVs here. So you can kind of see this is where the TV ends and my room begins. This is a trash can, by the way. Ooh. Oh, man. I was not paying attention. I am so sorry, buddy. It is what it is. At least the crash wasn't too much. Come on, 15% damage on that little nick? Dude. Do you show your face in your videos? Yeah, you can see my face in my videos. My long videos and also the time lapses. You can see my face. I don't hide my face. I'm not doing like Chris Fix or somebody that's a faceless channel. I just believe that I have not a lot of real estate here, especially for verticals. And why would I put my face somewhere? Like, where would I put my face? On my shoulder here or here? But I would block part of my, stuff here. I prefer to have the gauge closer than my face. So, yeah. I think I'll do the same setup. I have a Logitech G29, but I feel there's no excitement. HMed, yes, check out my YouTube channel. Check out my tutorial. You might be able to replicate it. I'm pretty sure you are going to be able to. Urban City, thank you, sir. Distractor driving, yes. Distractor driving, yeah, and that's a good example of what you should not do. And that's why, kids, you don't live stream and drive in real life, because here it's okay. It's just, you know, a number on my Apple CarPlay there. You can see here now I have more damage. In real life, oh man. You only have a tutorial for Fanatec. No, I have a tutorial for building the whole thing. But for the wheel, yes, I am gonna make one for the Moza, but you can make Moza using my Fanatec tutorial. I've had people do that, and but I will make a Moza tutorial. Moza is sponsoring me this year, so I will be changing my Fanatec to a Moza really soon. What wheelbase are it? Right now is the Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters, but we're gonna upgrade it to a Moza really soon. Does a truck brake like in BeamNG? No, not here, Chris. This game does not have crash physics. What's the input lag for shifting? I'd say 0. I don't see any. There is a little sequence that takes a second to show the gear here. Like, see, I'm gonna put on 6th gear, and see, there's gonna go to N and 6, and that's fast. There's 0 input lag. Whew. How did you get a Volvo wheel in it? So there is a tutorial on my YouTube channel. How's the dice moving? Keep watch. This is a mod. It's in the game, just like the girl. You add the dices and it will move around. Engine brake, yes. I pull the lever here and you can see the light comes on and you can hear it. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Don't forget to double tap to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I have tutorials on my channel. There's a bunch of information there. I'm making more tutorials this year. Newbie, hello. So next tutorial is going to be making this steering wheel, which is a Cadillac CT5 steering wheel, to work in my Moza, my new Moza that's coming around. So this is exactly the same steering wheel I have in my car. The only difference is I have the carbon fiber here, and this is the black trim. How is it a simulator if you are real? I am real, but the simulator is a simulator. I don't follow your question, man. I'm sorry. Chris Potrats, I just got a PXN D99 wheel, pedals, and shifter for Christmas. Been great. Dude, congrats, man. You're gonna love it. And you're gonna see, it's an endless, you know, money pit. You're just gonna be upgrading. Flybrick, I got the Hori RWA wheel. It's pretty good. Oh, I have to check that. Did you show on your videos, man? I gotta check it out. Let me bookmark it so I don't forget, because I usually say I'm gonna check it out and I don't. Oh, not on this one. Alright, I'll check it out later. Back to the sim. Keep watch. Thank you for the roses, my friend. Thank you, buddy. Here, I forget that when I go out, it disengages the gear. Is Bus Simulator not allowed for that setup? Yeah, it's allowed. I mean, I could download a mod. However, there's gonna be an official release from SCS in Europe called Coaches. I don't know when. It's quite cheap. Talking to somebody else. How you have a whole truck interior king. This is a car interior, and I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel. Do you think the Moza R3 bundle with the shifter and extra pedal is good for beginners? Tomslav, I think it's a great choice for beginners. And let me give you know, my honest opinion. Moza will give me all the materials this year. They're sponsoring my channel. But I've been saying this, and I have people here that have been watching me for longer. They can attest for that. I've been always very fond of Moza. I think Moza has the best ecosystem right now. Moza is not like Fanatec that will not let you change steering wheels without being their official and original steering wheel, which I think is ridiculous. And their price is very reasonable. It's not cheap. EXN is cheaper, but I think Moza has a good price quality ratio. Now, as for the R3, yes, I think it's way better than Logitech or Trustmaster that usually people buy the G29 or the T300. Those are like 2010 projects. Man, we're in 2026 and people are still buying those steering wheels. Nothing wrong with them. If you have them, they're, you know, it's fair, it's good, you have it. But if you're starting from scratch, you're buying a new steering wheel, by all means, man, get a direct drive. R3 is the least you can buy. And it's not expensive. It's about the same price as a G29. So in my mind, it doesn't make sense when people buy the Logitech. Having said that, I am sponsored by Moza this year. I do have an affiliate link, so you get a 5% discount in my link tree, in my description, in my bio. So if you want to buy it, you know, it'd be helping me if you buy from there. If not, that's my opinion. And I swear, guys, that's my, you know, honest opinion about that. Smithy, thank you, sir. Can you get out and fight with other drivers for getting a lot lizard first, Johnny? I don't think you can. I don't need to fight. I've got my good young lady here with me. Joshy, yes, there's a list of materials on my tutorial. There's everything you need to know on the tutorial. It's a 45-minute long tutorial, man. You know, it's a long one. Is there another Volvo? What do you mean? Like, in the game? Prispo Trats, thank you, sir. What other games do you play? I play Assetto Corsa Competizione. I play BeamNG. Euro Truck Simulator I also play. Have you driven a manual car before, newbie? I'm from Brazil, buddy. In Brazil, like 90% of cars are manual. I learned how to drive a manual car. This is a manual transmission right here. This is a Volvo Spaceball, which, by the way, is the same transmission I have in my real Volvo S60R in my garage behind me. So yes, I've driven manual cars before. Can I add a custom steering wheel on a Moza? Yes, Devin, I am going to make a video, and I'm going to make this Cadillac steering wheel work on a Moza. I bought the G29, but it was a good deal on sub $300. Keep watch. Just so you know, the R3 is like $199 for the bundle. So it's cheaper than the G29, and it's better. But I respect your choice, man. Thank you, T. Jokies. Game name is called American Truck Simulator Midjar. Yes, you know, at least an R3 if you want to get like a different steering wheel on it. And then the other advantage of the R3, you can change wheels easier than on a G29. Nice, Jux, you're from Sweden. Heish, is that how you say it, right? Like H-E-J. Hey, BKR Gaming Studios, welcome back, buddy. How do you get a real dash and pedals to work with a sim? That's so crazy to me. Roman, I have a tutorial on my channel. It's easier for you to watch my video on YouTube than for me to explain to you. I got the G20 for $250. That's still more expensive than a Moza R3. You are from Florida now? Yes, I am in Tampa Bay area. I will get the R3 because it's direct drive and I want, yeah, that's the best answer. But guys, please avoid spamming the chat. That makes my chat window move too fast. So I would appreciate if you just write it once and just wait. There's a delay, especially on YouTube. So if I take too long to answer, just give me a couple more minutes. How do you program the speed dials to work in the game, Roman? I have a tutorial about that as well. So check out my YouTube channel, man. Are you seriously just in your garage? Amazing. I wish I was you. Thank you, man. I'm in my home office, in fact, not in my garage. Here is the ceiling of my home office. And you can kind of see here on the left a little bit of my room. I can move the camera a little bit more. That's, oh, I got the curtain behind me, so you won't be able to see much. But you can see on the other side as well, a little bit of my room. But yes, I am in my home office. Qual o nome do jogo? Antônia Rodrigues. O jogo se chama American Truck Simulator. Seja bem-vindo ou bem-vinda, Antônia. Acho que é mulher, certo? Desculpa aí se não for, viu, vai? Ô, moça. Thank you, Bill Wildman. Thank you, sir. Your sister's fiance is from Rio. Nice. I'm not really fond of Rio. I'm from Curitiba. I think Rio is pretty dangerous, but yeah, pretty cool. The PXN V99 was like 180, I think. Yes, the PXN is a little cheaper. They do have a more limited ecosystem, but they do have a good option. I think they're good. They're not bad at all. Do I need a Moza steering wheel for it to work on the base, Devin? If you have a Moza base, yes. But you don't need a Moza steering wheel. No. That I think just now I got your question. Not like Fanatec. Fanatec requires to detect a Fanatec steering wheel, like here. This is a Fanatec steering wheel. Or you need an adapter that will emulate, an emulator that will pretend that the steering wheel connected is a Fanatec. Soviet Republic. I was trying to remember the name of the game yesterday, and I couldn't. Let me write it down. Let me actually take a picture of your comment. Or not. Where is it? Write it again so I can take a picture of it. Oh, nice, Juckies. You have a Volvo V90. Dude, I had an S90. Amazing car. I loved it. The S are more common here in the States. I wish we had more wagons here. Truly. I'm really excited for this game to release on consoles. M-Dog, yes, sir. I don't know when, but I've heard it's coming this year, so... Hello, I'm from Europe. Hello to Europe. Illy JAMK. Damn, 5,000 RPMs? Yes, buddy. The RPMs numbers are not correct. What is correct here, however, is... Oh, thank you, guys. What is correct is the red line. So the red line is calibrated. So whenever you see me accelerating, like right now, and I change gear, about here, this is the green part of the tachometer in the truck. So that's why the engine is not screaming like crazy or something like that. It's just working normal. Soviet Republic. Let me get that again. All right. Oops. There you go. Got a picture. I'll remember, David. I'll remember. Marvin, no, I don't mind you asking. I do have a breakdown in my channel on the tutorial. I spent about $700, $300 in car parts at a pick and pull junkyard, $400 in wood, metal, carpet, arduinos. Obviously, I'm not talking about the TV or the PC. And it's getting dark again. Let's do the following. Let's dock here for the night. I like to drive during the daytime so you guys can see a little better. We have time for this delivery. 9 hours. Actually, whoa, we're almost delivering. Let's just finish this job and then we can sleep. Can I go around here? I think I can. I'm just a kid, but I know how to drive a manual. Yeah, I think driving a manual car should be a requirement for everybody. But I do understand that nowadays more and more cars are coming even with like self-driving. So I don't know, but I'm old school. Cheese for the picture. Cheese. Oh, nice. You're from Russia. Dobry utro. Привет. Hello, is it a Volvo S60? Yes, sir, a Volvo S60R, 2005, to be more precise. Why is the gearing so high, Maddox? Like I just said, it's calibrated, my friend. This is calibrated to the red line, so wherever the red line in the truck is, 2,500 RPMs, this is about 7,000 here. As you can see here, so I can show... You can see the RPM right here. This is the RPM. Now pay attention when it goes, and put the parking brake so I don't go. When it goes up here, up to like, if I'm doing like about 5,000 RPMs, like right now doing 5,000, I'm right in the green area of the tachometer. It's calibrated. It's just calibrated to use the whole tachometer. Pretty simple. Your manual car is a Nissan Irvine. I don't know the Irvine, man. Oh, got an issue here on the road. Be careful, buddy. Oh, thank you, Marvin. Yeah, and while you're in the process of watching, make sure you go to our Discord channel. I don't even call mine because there's a bunch of people there. They're answering questions and they're interacting. I don't have a lot of time, but I try to keep, active there. So it's on my link tree as well. Hello to Czech Republic. Hello to Philippines. Attaboy, boy, man, let's try to keep it PG, but I do agree with you, man. I love the S60R. That's why I have one in my garage, exactly the same as this, manual transmission with the navigation. And I have my simulator based on the same car I own. See you later, Aaron. See you later, man. Take care, buddy. What game? This game is called American Truck Simulator, Ollie. The R7 GOAT. Don't you feel relaxed when you're on the nice mid-dark road? Dude, I do feel relaxed, especially if I turn down my lights. Like, Alexa, turn off studio. And I drive like the way I usually drive off stream. Oh man, I just love this. This is the best. Yes, I do play Euro Truck Simulator on Tuesdays and Thursdays. How much more kilometers to the end? Oh, we're there. Like 40 miles, so about what? 60 kilometers, which will be in less than 3 minutes in game time. Is it the same feeling as in your real Volvo? Yeah, it's kind of mind-bending SVR, to be very honest, because it's exactly the same steering wheel, the exactly same interior in my car. So when I go for a drive, mostly on the weekends, that's my garage queen. It's kind of strange, especially at night. During the day, I don't know why, I don't think it's as immersive. But when I'm driving at night, seeing this, it's pretty like crazy. I don't know how to explain. Is the fuel reading accurate? Yes, sir, it is. It's accurate. It's showing the fuel in the tank, and here we're showing how many miles I can go till an empty tank in the truck. Obviously, this is coming from the game, but that's why it's like 1,800 miles, which is a lot of miles, and it goes down fast. Thank you, Paris Para. Thank you, sir. And you can see the lights now, the Philips Hue lights acting, because you can't really see that when I'm driving with the lights on. And that's I think that's a pretty cool feature, Good thing you have the same transmission setup. I find myself trying to run 18 gears on my 5-speed. Dude, I know, man. So what that's why I have a 6-speed transmission here and a 6-speed transmission there. I think it's just a lot easier, man. I think it's just a lot easier. And we're pretty close now. We're a minute away from our destination. 17 miles. Yeah, for those who don't know, the game is compressed. It's compressed on a ratio of 10 to 1. Every mile I climb here in the gauge cluster, that will mean 10 miles in the game. So, are we there yet? Oh, almost. I can see the destination on my GPS right now. We're taking the next left, and we're there. Oh. One thing I'm lucky is that, the reverse is usually on the right for all manual cars I've owned. So I never had the risk of doing like a money shift. My Ford Escort was reverse on the right. My Omega was on the right, and my S60R is on the right. So now you can see, like, I'm at the traffic light with the lights, you know, on. It's brighter, and it's gonna get darker in a second as I turn. The lights are so cool. I love these lights. Let's deliver this cargo, shall we, boys? Let's park the truck. All right, where is I think it's that there and there. Oh, nice. This is like an RV store. So let's deliver this trailer here. We're taking cars. Oh, right there. That's where we are going. I think the best way to do this, I think I can go around on a U-turn here, like going, yeah, definitely maneuverable, and then I back up there. Pretty easy. What's my cargo? You'll see in a second. It's cars. I'm taking 3 cars here to this store, an RV store. Careful not to knife it. Yes, we're here. So now we're gonna go forward, and then we're gonna back it up to the spot. The game is called BeamNG. No, this game is called American Truck Simulator. And in case you guys are wondering, I can see it on my rear view mirror right there. That's how I park. You can kind of see the parking spot right there. And also on my left. But you guys can't see the rear view mirror because you can see the little arm of the rear view mirror comes down here. So here's the chat, and the chat ends just about here. And the mirror is about here, exactly here. And here's another window for my streaming. So yeah, that's how I back up. Is that an S60R interior? Yes, it is. An S60R, 2005 S60R. I'll go to Netherlands, I think. I've been there a few times in Euro Truck Simulator. Do I have high beams? Yes. You should turn off the barriers to increase the immersion. What barriers? Oh, the little lines? But how do you know where to park exactly? What cars do I hate? Oh man, I don't hate any cars. I don't like the looks of some. Like the Juke, the Nissan Juke. I think that's awful. Here we are. We parked the trailer. Pretty straight. Not perfect, but I'll take it. First try. So let's put the parking brake on. And then we can press comfort here, and that will detach our trailer. Boom. And somebody was asking about, oh, the high beams. I'll show in a second. So there we are. We delivered it. We driven 1,490 miles. It took 50 hours in the game and not in real life. And we used 263 gallons of fuel. So let's find another job. Well, yeah, let's find another job. How long did it take to set up all the buttons in the game, Leon? Oh man, it took a long time. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I am on my 5th version of my climate control buttons here. I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and now everything works. Finally, everything, all the buttons work. Every single thing works. There's still things to improve, however. Let's go to Missouri, Joplin, Missouri, maybe. Kirksville. Nah, it's too close. Yeah, let's take these cars. It's gonna be here in Cruise America. So the high beams, yeah. So if I pull the lever, it goes high beams, and you can kind of see the light lighting up here on the dash right here. That's the high beam indicator, and yeah, it works. Auxiliary lights. I think I do have some. I have the. I have this one, which is the strobe lights. Kind of see it moving now. And I have the bar, which I thought I did this button, but maybe I didn't. Turn it on and off. The fog lights, let me just set it up. I always forget. How long did it take to build and roughly how much? Jack Boom, there's every question you're asking right now is on my tutorial. I spent $700. There's a breakdown there. I spent, and it took about 3 weekends to build the first version. If you follow my tutorial, you should be able to do it in less time. If you take it like, you know, you really get at it. High beams, hazards. Where is my light horn? I have the fog light here, right? Assistant, transmission, suspension, trailer, auxiliary brakes, interior, route advisor, camera controls, auxiliary cameras. So I think there's not. So I think what we need to do is maybe try that, because this is the only thing that's not mapped. Let's put this one and let's see what happens. And let's press it. Oh, it just flashes. Flashes the high beams. Why? Why? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what button will turn on the fog lights and off. Let's turn off the strobe and let's get the truck. We got a cargo right here somewhere. Does the horn work? Yes. The horn worked. And oh, we got the high beams on. Turn it off. F4. It's not gonna work, man. I changed all the buttons here, so the keyboard stuff doesn't work anymore. Let's try, but it usually doesn't. Oops. Let's see. F4. Yeah, I know. My F4 will do that if I press. Yeah, no, it's not. I changed it probably. All right, let's get the stuff, the cargo. Face reveal when face trivial. What is face trivial? I'm sorry, man. Where is the trailer? Where is the trailer? I think it's behind me. Yes, it is. I can already see it. I'll crash into these parked trailers. There it is. So now we're gonna take these cars to Missouri. Face reveal. Oh, my face is revealed, buddy. If you check my videos, you're gonna see my face on the tutorial, on time lapses, and that's why I can turn my head and I'm not afraid. If you're watching on the horizontal, you're seeing the side of my face. I just don't want to put a camera and use the real estate here to put my face on it, because I think seeing the gears is better. All right, let's see. Here we are. Let's connect it. Do you use the official Moza shifter for the Moza build? I didn't ask for one. They're not sending me a shifter. No, I didn't ask for a shifter. So maybe in the future, I might. Dun, 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 dun. I like this song. But this delivery is only 30 minutes away, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it during the live stream. Guys, don't forget to double tap to like the live stream if you didn't do so already. That helps a lot. My algorithm on YouTube been kind of crazy. Usually I have 500 people watching on YouTube and it's down to 33. TikTok was good, now it's bad. I keep saying YouTube, they don't like it. They shadow ban you if you say the name of other places. You know, but that's what I learned. So be it. Whatever. I'm not gonna be like mincing my words. What is a shifter? What do you mean? What's a shifter? It's what you use to shift gears. How is this a simulation? I mean, you can do that in real life. It is a simulator, a Volvo S60R interior. And at night, it does look more realistic still because, you know, it looks pretty cool. If I may say so. But I do understand that I have to turn it on sometimes. Maybe what's happening right now is the platforms are shadow banning me because they really... AI thinks that I'm really driving. They don't realize this is a game. And it's a game. That's why I have the notice here on the top. But it doesn't really... Can you turn on the high beams? Yes, I can. Don't really need it. It's darker for you guys than it is for me. It's a camera thing. But yeah, you can see that the light is on here on my gauge cluster. So did you use a universal shifter? Yes, I did. This is the generic USB shifter. So if you go to Google and search for a generic USB shifter, this is what you're gonna get. What's the name of the simulator? It doesn't have a name per se. It's a Volvo car playing an American Truck Simulator. If you're asking about the game name, it's American Truck Simulator. So if you refuel your tank, the miles will go back up. Yes, these will go up. Right here on where my hand is. Kind of hard to see now with the darkness, but yes. If I refuel it, it's gonna go to about 2,400, I think. Happy New Year, Richard! Welcome back. It's been a while, man. How are you? It's too low. That's the only problem with having 6 gears. I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. Can't complain. Life's been normal. You know, normal is good sometimes. Like, no big news, to the bad, to the worst, or to the best. So, I'm good. I'm happy. Why don't you turn on cab lights? That defeats the purpose, doesn't it, Jaro? I mean, if I turn the lights on, that's like the cab lights. That's what you guys usually see. I'm just leaving it off for a minute. Where'd you buy the shifter? AliExpress, Dexy. I bought it at AliExpress. Oh, it's not here. How's the pedal camera when it's dark? Yeah, it's not bad. Thought it was going to be darker. Well, I see the red light there. Should open any second. There you go. Hello from South Australia. Hey, man. Oh man, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Pee-wee, and welcome back. Oh. How many gears does a shifter have? This one has 6 gears forward and 1 reverse. There is a 7 gears forward and 1 reverse with 8 gears. But I do prefer the 6. It matches the number that I have here. Yeah, so I do prefer the 6 gear. And it's funny, as soon as I turned off the lights, TikTok just went down from like 200 people watching to 50. So it's the AI kind of holding back my live stream. People still see it, but not in the same numbers. This is a PC, Khalid. How much did this setup cost to you, matey? About 700 bucks, man. I do have a tutorial on my channel. And you can watch it and learn and build it yourself. You've been in traffic for an hour? Oh man, Leon. I do have the realistic traffic, but it's not brutal traffic. I like having a more like realistic traffic is what we have right now. It's midnight. The roads should be empty, right? But not a brutal. Can you recommend a PS5 driving wheel? Oh man, the PlayStation 5. Then I think it would have to go with a Trustmaster or a G29. You're still running one screen, Davids? No, I'm running 3 screens, as always. I never ran one. You can kind of see there, my side view mirror and my other screen. So yeah, no. Always been triple screen since I started live streaming, so. What did you put the traffic on in config? Oh, I didn't change in the config settings. I just downloaded a mod called Realistic Traffic in the Steam workshop. Use the Jake brake here to slow down. And the lights are gonna be brighter in just a second. That's what I love about the you know, being on these Philips Hue lights. You were at a standstill in major cities. I mean, it's realistic, right? In some major cities, you do have a bumper to bumper, but I don't know. I don't know, man. What's harder to run this game or BeamNG, Chris? Both games are not very well optimized. Thank you, Mike. So BeamNG and American Truck Simulator and ETS are the only games that even with my 4090 and the 9950X3D processor, I still get 60 frames per second. Every other game I get over 100 frames per second. This is the only game that is really struggling to play over 60 FPS on a triple 4K. That is a big detail on my setup here. It's a triple, 4K TV setup, so it's more demanding. There's a lot of pixels to, render, but still, like, it's, oh man, that's just annoying. Hello to Ireland. I know you guys don't say this, but top of the morning to you. Welcome, streamer Vids Gaming. I'm sorry for the dad joke here. Oh, it's not to right. Left. I'd like to send you a Roland Transport hat if you would like to accept it. How can I make it possible? What is that? Send me an email. I'm on my flybrick. .S60R@gmail. That's my contact email. Silver Slayer, why not just drive a truck in real life? Now, listen to yourself, buddy, and you're going to answer yourself. Like, I am an executive. I work from home. Why in the world would I drive a truck? Why? It's a hobby. Just like you would ask a person playing Call of Duty, why wouldn't you join the army if you like it so much? It's the same thing. I'm playing a game. I can crash whatever. I can be in Europe. I can be in America. I can be whatever I want to be in a simulator. That's why I don't drive a truck. I don't want to be away from my family. It's a tough job, dude. Have you heard about what truckers have to endure? Have you driven in our roads in the US? There's crazy people out there. Poor truckers, man. Does a generic shifter and handbrake work with Moza wheel? Yes, it does. I have both. This is a generic handbrake, and this is a generic shifter. And both are working with Moza pedal, and they will work with a Moza steering wheel as well. Silver Slayer, I know, man. A lot of people will say that, and that's usually my answer. I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm just trying to, you know, it's a joke also. Can we win? There's an unloaded trailer here to the side. When the green light comes on, we'll make it go. Go. It's heavy. Come on. Yes. We got it. That was easy. Need more challenge. Oh, it's starting to get foggy here in the game. It's funny because it's foggy here in Florida right now. You play F1 25. I'm not an F1 driver. Exactly. Oh, man. F1 2025. Do you like it? I didn't buy that one. I think the last F1 that I own is like a 2022 or 23. I don't even remember anymore. I just stopped buying them. I just feel like they refresh it every year, just change the cars and call it a day and charge you like $50. Oh no, Carlos, that's pretty serious, man. Sorry to hear. Yeah, I was talking to another guy that was here on the chat. He was from Germany, and I drove in Germany a couple weeks ago. Man, what a respect on the highway. The Germans know how to drive on a highway. The left lane is called a passing lane, not a fast lane. Not like even on an autobahn, you're doing 200 kilometers an hour into center lane or in the right lane. If there's no cars in front of you, you stay on the right. And here in the US, the right lane is the fast lane because every other car thinks, oh, I'm not a truck, so I'll stay in the left lane because that's the fast lane. No, not. Oh, but I'm doing the speed limit, buddy. I can stay in the left lane doing the speed limit. No, you cannot. That's a passing lane. Yeah, iRacing, man, is way better than the F1 ever was. I don't know if they improved it in the newer ones, but dude, it can't even compare. But I'm gonna tell you something, streamer Fed Gang. As much as I like iRacing, I really despise their iRenting format. I don't think it's worth to pay that much money and buy every single car and buy every single track. You can spend thousands of dollars just to get equipped to play on that game. I think it's like, yeah, it's good physics. Yeah, it's a good multiplayer. But come on. I think we can turn on the lights. I think that is causing my live stream to be banned again. Alexa, turn on the studio. There we go. That's how I usually live stream, fellas. The issue is everyone thinks they're entitled and their actions are justified. Yeah, Carlos, I agree with you, man. Everybody thinks they're entitled for the left lane, and you see a lot of, stupid drivers just hogging the left lane because they believe they're driving fast, and that justifies it. It doesn't. Like, if somebody's going faster than you, just get the hell out of there. Pronto. Do I play Roblox? I do not. And I don't let my daughter play it either. I'm I'm gonna stop here and see if I can turn it to daylight. Yeah, I think they rip people off. The monthly subscription should come with everything. I agree. If the monthly subscription came with everything, I'd be up for that. But you have to pay monthly, and you have to buy every single car, every single league, everything you want to do, you have to buy. That's just ridiculous. I don't agree with that. Yeah, my daughter is 9 years old, man. I think Roblox is not doing enough to protect kids. We are very vigilant. We turned off every feature for conversation, for everything. We keep an eye on her. But it's not just about me, it's about other people. So I'm not gonna give him my money or give my audience, or my daughter's audience because of that. So we had a very long conversation with her, explained her the best we could with, to a 9-year-old. And then, she understood. She doesn't play Roblox. She's not going to play Roblox. She might play Roblox when she's older. That's her choice then. But right now, while she's living with us and the computer she plays with, I gave her, she's not going to play it. So I don't plan to support them in any way, shape, or form. And I think what that young kid did, very brave, and I think he is going to take a lot of heat for that. And he is taking a lot of heat. There are truck drivers who don't come home every day. That's what my bonus dad does. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing about being a truck driver. I've never been a truck driver, but I would imagine that is not easy. I do travel for business, not very often, but I do travel, let's say 20% of my time. And I hate not being able to come back home and spend time with my daughter and my family. I'm a person that tries to organize my time in a way that, yes, I'm live streaming here right now. I will work during the day, but at night, I'm with my family, man. I'm with my daughter until she goes to bed. We, spend time with my wife. We'd like to do things together. And being a trucker, that would not be possible. I agree to disagree. I feel like that's the case. Then you should take her off the internet. No? MRSP5DR. In a way, yes, but in a different way. Roblox is a billion-dollar corporation. They're a huge company, and they are spending less resources to police their stuff than Facebook, than Instagram, than TikTok does, which is ridiculous. Like, they are a very rich company. At least try. I'm not naive. The internet's not a safe place, period. But it's just that they're a huge company. And like, look at Minecraft, for instance. He plays Minecraft. I don't mind. Everything is turned off as well, because I like to, as much as I can to keep, her in a safe environment. But, Roblox is not doing that. And then it becomes a principle thing, not about safety necessarily. I don't think she was ever a danger, but I don't want to support a company that does that. That does not invest in protecting their main audience, which is kids. Gerald, why would I tell my daughter's name, man? No, man. No. Not normal. Yeah, my parents say I can't, and I honestly don't even care. And that's good, good on your parents. I can't put her on a bubble wrap. If I just try to forbid her from the internet, period, it's not realistic nowadays. She goes to school, and there's other kids there that can't play Roblox. So what I try to do is I explain to her, and the best way I could. Obviously, I have to censor a few things, but she understands. the reason why, I didn't just forbade her because, you know, you can't. Why, Daddy? Because you can't. And just trust me on that one. No, I tried to explain the best I could. So, yeah. Roland Transport is a country business that transport livestock, heavy machinery, and bluestone slate locally and interstate. Oh, nice. Can you play Forza on that setup? Yes, I can, Dexy. The only problem with Forza Horizon here on this setup, though, is that I can fix the camera to play and to look normal. Like, you can see the rear view mirror there. You don't see the dashboard here, right? You're not seeing the dashboard from the game. If I have to lower my camera here to see the dash. And in Forza Horizon, I can't do that. So I lose a lot of real estate. And I don't like the Forza Horizon game because of that. You can find local routes, but they're usually not the highest paying. Also, a lot of companies want you to have 1 year on the road before hiring you, even for the local routes. Oh man, that's tough. It's like a 1 year probation kind of thing. Which, you know, not talking about how hard that'll make for drivers to find a job, but my personal opinion, a trucker's job is a very high responsibility one. You know, people talk a lot about airline pilots. That's a lot of responsibility. But being a trucker, you're even more likely to cause damage or life threat to somebody. So I understand having more vigilance and being more proactive in taking care that drivers know what they're doing, are being safe on the road, and doing all that, you know, stuff that people should do when they're driving a 20-ton, you know, truck at 70 miles an hour on a highway next to a bunch of tin cans. There was a guy that protect roadblocks and they banned. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That guy. Does a mile counter or trip odometer work in game, Nicholas? Yes. So as you can see, the miles are going up. Now, is it gonna match the game? No. And the reason why is this is clocking real miles. Like if I spend 1 hour driving at 60 miles an hour, I'll clock 60 miles, which has been the case kind of since I started driving today. But the game is compressed 10-1, so that's why you're going to see the miles here on this one going down a lot faster than the miles go up, because it's 10-1. That's the ratio. WHCW, I stumble upon your streams every few weeks. They just randomly pop up in my feed. Coolest setup I've ever seen. Much more fun than racing rigs. A road trip DLC is going to take it to a whole new level. Oh man, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I do agree with you. I think the road trip DLC is going to be super fun. I can't wait to be able to drive a car that feels like a car in this game. Because I know you can download a mod and drive cars here, but they still drive like trucks. That's going to be fun. I agree with you. And thank you for watching my live stream, man. I really appreciate you. Mr. Devious Dog, I don't know why I'm watching this, but there's something very calming about your stream. Almost like ASMR. All the best, and I hope your channel grows. Dude, thank you, man. I truly appreciate you, dude. I've been working very hard on growing my channel. It's pretty hard. YouTube doesn't make it easier on us, but, you know, it's fair. And I appreciate you, man. It's a passion for me. It's a hobby. I really enjoy sharing it with you guys, teaching you how to build and do this. Or if you don't want to build something like this, you just want to relax and watch me driving on a road, dude, thank you. Shade 808. Oh, sorry, I skipped the question. Have you tried going in reverse to see if you can back the mile counter? No, it doesn't go that way, Nicholas. It's programmed. And once it reaches 999,999 miles, it'll stop. It won't turn a million. I tested that in another. So you get stuck in 99999. Shade 808. Dude, yeah, that's the thing for me. Even if you don't want to drive cars, road trip is going to be an update. Current physics and engine. Yes, I hope that it drives well. I truly do. And if it does, they earn, you know, another faithful driver on the road. Are you going back to miles if it gets too high? Oh man, Anwar, I wish I could. But in order to back up the miles, one would need to go into the something they call the EEPROM in the gauge cluster. And that's like a super high technical nerdy way to program the gauge cluster that is not easily done. And it's not easily done for a reason. You don't want people just rewinding their clocks, right? Their odometers back. So, yeah. Henrik, Hagoland, the game is called American Truck Simulator today. We're playing on American Truck Simulator. Does the mile count go up with how much you drive in game? Yes, not Tash. It does. It's 64.5 now 6. It's gotta be 0.7 as I drive about 0.1 mile. There you go, 64.7. And yesterday, in fact, we did do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6 on the odometer. Nicholas, oh man, I love Volvo, man. I've owned 9 Volvos in my life. I currently own 2 Volvos, and I do appreciate you guys. I mean, the Swedish for building Volvos. Yo, Cyberfan, what's up, man? We can bypass the way station. That's good. Does the air vents work, Chris? So, no, the air vents don't blow any air. I don't need that because I'm in my home office. Air comes down through the vents on the ceiling. But, eventually I might do that. Just because a lot of people ask, oh, do the vents work? Nicholas, interesting. What model and what engine, if you don't mind me asking? So I have, in real life now, I have the S60R 2005 6-speed manual transmission, exactly like this one. So if you look, there's some videos that I have that that I show, like the real car and the simulator. They're exactly the same. Everything is the same. The only difference is my seat here is black. Let me show you. It's not the Nord cap. In my car, I have the Nord cap seat. You see here? This is the black seat. So in the car, I have the Nord cap, which is the dark blue. And I have the 2022 Volvo S60 T8, the hybrid version, the Inscription model. And I really like that car. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I just never thought about this when I was making it, because I always knew the car or the interior would be in a air, climate controlled environment. So, thank you, Nicholas. Left lane cruiser. There's another one. Dude, go watch my VOD. You're gonna see that 99% of the time I'm there, I'm passing that bus. He was just too slow on the right, and I passed him. It took a little longer because, damn, it's a truck. Is a T8 a plug-in hybrid? Yes. The 415 horsepower, Nicholas. But yes, it's a plug-in hybrid. And it's even faster than my Cadillac CT5V, which is a twin-turbo V6. How sure are you making the dice move? What do you mean, how sure? How are you making the dice move? It's just in the game. It's a mod. It's not in real life. Yeah, my minivan is also hybrid, but it's not a plug-in. The minivan is just a mild hybrid. We have a Kia 2025 Carnival Prestige. Yes, it is fast. It's way faster than people realize. It does 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. My Cadillac does in 4.5 seconds. So it's faster than the Cadillac. And it's not even a sports car. Which is crazy to me. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. No, it's the CT5V. The CTS is the older. The CT5 is a successor of the CTS. So the CTS-V was from, I think, 2016 till 2019. I I think 2020 they introduced the CT5. So that's the one I have. I have the CT5V. Oh man, I compare the Pacifica with the Carnival. There's no comparison, Cyberfan. The Carnival like beats the crap out of the Pacifica, man. And I used to have a Chrysler before. I traded my town and country to the Kia Carnival. Dude, the technology there is insane. Not to mention the back seats are like a first class lounge, so you can just, you know, electronically just lay flat. You can, that becomes a bed. And all the features that the car have, they're not available in $100,000 cars. Like the back seats had ventilation and heating. The front seats that also have the huge screen there for the Chrysler, the Kia. It's way better than that old dated Pacifica stuff, man. And I think it looks amazing. I think the new Kia's Carnival, they look badass. TDTP6YH, why don't you have a truck setup? It's very simple. I do drive cars as well in the game. And I think it's weird to drive a car in the game with a truck. A lot more weird than driving a truck with a car interior. Jero, go, man. Don't need to tell me. Thank you. You know, you can drive in the left lane, right? It's not. The left lane, right, is not a passing lane. Linwood family, I don't follow your comment. The left lane is only a passing lane. It's not a driving lane. It's not a cruising lane. It's not a fast lane. So if you do that, you are one of those people that just clog up the traffic. The left lane is a passing lane only. In several states, that's a law. That's not even a suggestion. So if you're cruising on the left lane, you're just as wrong as people passing on the right. So nope. Go drive in Germany, man. They know how to drive. They only use the left lane for passing. You're driving at 200 kilometers an hour on the right lane. You see a car coming by, you go to the left, you pass them, you go back to the right. I assure you it is, man. I assure you it is. The left lane is not a cruising lane. It's not a fast lane. It's a passing lane. Nicholas. So the 5,000 RPMs, it's not 5,000 because this truck does not go to 5,000. The RPMs you see here are calibrated to the red line. So the red line here is about 2,000 RPMs. The 8,000, you know, it's about 2,500 RPMs. This is like 1,400 on 5K. How are you getting force feedback with the base? I have a Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters of force feedback. I drive on the left lane when I speed. That's how it works in my country. I assure you, if you check it out, it's not how it works in your country. Left lane is a passing lane. Go back to the right. Continue speeding. There's a car. Go back to the left. Pass. Go back to the right. That's how you drive on the highway. I've been driving cars for 25 years, buddy. And I've checked that law. And I can assure you, check Montana's law. Left lane is a designated passing lane, as in every other state. WH, I did see a lot of left lane hoggers in Spain and France, but I didn't see a single one in Germany. Germany was perfect. Everybody. There was a Porsche driving easily over 160 miles an hour. He was driving in the center lane. I was driving a van in the center lane at that moment. I moved to the right. He continued on the center lane. He did not even pass because I got out of this way. So they know left lane is for passing. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, man. Europe is so weird compared to the US. It depends on what you call weird. There are different things. Left lane is for passing. It's a passing lane, not a cruising lane. Oh, thank you, Rick. Ash Ashley, thank you, man. How much did the simulator cost? Aviation Martin. I spent about $700, $300 in car parts at a junkyard, and another $400 in wood, metal, carpet, Arduino, that kind of stuff to build the setup. Now, obviously, $700 is not including the PC or the TV. That is separate, and that is depending on your budget. So if you want to buy, or if you do have a PC, you're welcome to use that with the base. And I have a tutorial on my channel. If you go to my channel, you'll be able to watch it and learn how to build this. I don't have my license, LOL. I'm 30 and Australian. I don't know how I ended up here, but I like it. It's fair, man. I mean, depending on where you live, a lot of people don't have to have a driver's license. Like if you live in Manhattan, it's just a hassle to have a car there. I've heard the other day Macaulay Culkin doesn't have a driver's license. He's 45. Thank you, Aviation. Oh, you guys are so kind. Thank you, buddy. That doesn't happen very often. Oh, you live in Poland. Nice. I was near Poland a few weeks ago, but I was in Germany, Berlin. So, oh, look, a McDonald's drive-thru. Too bad I can't go there. There's the invisible walls. What was your first car, Nicholas? So my very, very, very first car was a Ford Escort called the Escort Hobby in Brazil. It was a 1995 1-liter engine, 5-speed manual transmission. That was awful. That car was really slow. Not here, back there. That car was really slow, but it was fun. The fuel gauge didn't work. There's a bunch of issues with that car. Then I traded that car into a Chevrolet Omega. So the Chevrolet Omega in Brazil is the same as the Opel Senator in Europe. It's a German car, and it's the same car that they built the Lotus Omega. Those who know that is an amazing, insane car. Oh, I plan to go to Poland, man. Do you know when the BMW Moza wheel video will be out? Oh man, I don't know when yet, because I'm waiting for the parts. So I need a few things to get that done. I need a Moza wheels. Moza is sending me their stuff. I said they shipped it already, but I didn't get it yet. I need to also get a few other things for the steering wheel I'm going to use. I'm not going to use a BMW steering wheel. I'm going to use a Cadillac CT5 for that video. Pretty close, but I want to park very straight, so I'm forward. Yeah, Germany special. They sure love following the rules. They do, man. That was amazing. But I've met plenty of weird German drivers on European highways. Statistically, it's just a matter of time before you meet one, I guess. Yeah, statistically, you're correct. But then statistically, I'm more likely to find people respecting the law there than I was in Spain, for instance. Spain, everybody was passing on a right, just driving fast and doing all crazy stuff. In Germany, people were driving very respectfully. So here we are. We parked the truck, and we're going to deliver this. Aviation, you have a plane simulator. Oh, I figured. I do love planes. I wish I had the space for a plane simulator as well. I'm a student pilot, flying small Cessnas 150. I would love to have a simulator of a Cessna 150 here. I want to see you build a CT5V rig. Oh, Cyberfan, I would love to build a CT5V, but Cadillac would have to help me out with that one. I don't think I can source a cheap, interior for a CT5V. Which is very unfortunate, because I would love... Let's take a small trip here, because I don't have a lot of time. About 10 a.m. We're going to stop live streaming in about 10 minutes. So let's go. About 10 more minutes, Dex. I'm not gonna be able to get there on time. I'm just gonna get something from here. Just gonna start the job. Because it's an hour from here and they said the offer would expire in 20 minutes. Right market. So, gonna go on a longer trip. Oh no, we're gonna take a shorter one to McAllister and Oklahoma. Not worth trailer. Oh, it's behind me. What plane do you have? I mean, is it like a realistic simulator or you just use a table desk setup? Aviation. Where is the trailer I need to get? Let me go outside because on the rear view mirror I can't see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. So what plane is it based on, aviation? There we go. Ready to attach the trailer. And let's go. Maybe we can finish it. Because it takes 11 minutes to get to the destination. So we can kind of finish it, I think. I can go a little over 9. I don't have a meeting at 10. Jaya Ramons 4106. Hi bro, watching the stream continuously. I love your setup and you're making an enjoyable content. Thank you, man. That warms my heart, man. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a passenger here with me. Oh, dude, that's amazing. An A330. I love Airbuses. I love Airbuses. I know a guy here in Tampa. He just finished building his 737 with real parts. 100% real parts, which is insane in my book. I think it's insane. But I prefer if I would build one like an airliner one day. You bet. It'd be an Airbus. An A320, A330, whatever, you know, like Airbus. I don't know. I just like the Airbus cleanness of the cockpit. Maybe because I'm a big Volvo fan. And I think 737 are gonna crash. No, dude, brake your car, man. I saw you coming, but I thought you were slowing down for me. In any case, you know, the 737s are funny because they seem to like to get things complicated there. Cyberfan Therian, I think you should use a text-to-speech system that reads comments for you so your throat doesn't hurt. Yeah, I tried that, Cyberfan. The problem is the text-to-speech takes some time to read, and today's pretty calm. I only have like 84 people watching on TikTok and about 50 now on YouTube. There are days that I have 500 people watching on YouTube and another 500 people watching on TikTok. The comment section goes insane. And then the text-to-speech gets super late. And it's just, as I'm answering, they continue talking in my head. And that kind of gets me thrown off. So I just stop doing that and I just read the text window. It's just a lot easier. And then I read out loud because I'm multi-streaming, meaning you are on YouTube. So if somebody says something like Aviation Martin is talking to me on TikTok, I read out loud so you know what I'm talking about. Request from the passenger seat. Can you go the full speed so we can reach the destination as soon as possible? We're trying. I mean, I'm flooring it. Like, truly, I'm flooring it. It doesn't go any further. And the truck is a truck. I mean, it's going to be slower. Penalyn, thank you for the roses. Yeah, the A330 is a pretty cool bird. It's the same as here, Cyberfan. Same as here. My username is the same in every platform. And I do have more following there on TikTok. I have about 211,000 now. I think it crossed 11,000 yesterday. And Instagram is also treating me well. I have 157,000. Facebook, 110,000. I'm like trying to grow on YouTube, which is a little harder, but I'm trying. Come on, truck. Oh, for a second I thought I was gonna get a ticket, but I'm slower than the speed limit, so that shouldn't be the reason. And we got a sunset here. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, we're gonna take that exit. Oh, we're cooked. I can't pass him then. Ooh, almost missed my exit trying to pass that truck. Cyberfan, I love plane spotting. Honestly, once I caught a 777 land on my local airport for the first time. The 777 is another beautiful bird. I saw the A380 for the first time in London when I was traveling to Europe a couple weeks ago. Not a couple anymore, like a month ago, almost. And that was pretty dang awesome. Ramons, I need an answer of my honest question. Tell me, which brand truck you love on ETS 2, Volvo or Mercedes? Volvo, that's an easy one. Yeah, the A380 was huge, man. It was from, Qatar Airlines. And that was a treat. I never seen one in person. We don't get them here in Tampa. There are not a lot of A380s here in the United States, so I was like super wow. I do see 747s, which still like I still love seeing them. Every time I see one, I'm like, they're amazing. You know, like that's a fancy queen of the skies. That's the, you know, it was a great nickname they gave to the 747, in my opinion. She is the queen of the skies. I should sell some of my flight sim gear and buy a Volvo 240 dashboard. Surprised how little you spend. I like the S60, but learn to drive on a 240. Dude, by all means, man. The only problem with older cars like a 240, I think you're going to get pretty cheap. But the only problem, Talon, is finding one in good condition. But if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit on that, man, that's a great choice. And it's everything is analog. That's another plus. So you're going to have every button working with a lot less work. It's a lot easier to get buttons working on an analog systems. I hate when people just go too slow on the highway. Did you map the turn signal to the one of the buttons? No, it's a real stock. It's just like my wiper stock here. But it's on the other side, obviously. So if I put up, it'll go right. If I put down, it's going to go left. And it's self-canceling as well. It's now signaling towards the left, right? Now I'm going to change lanes. I did a more like, so it wouldn't self-cancel, but it does self-cancel as well. You drive MP? No, I don't. I usually drive offline. Volkswagen Golf 2 would be simply enough. The Golf is a pretty cool interior as well. I like Golf interiors. How did you do that? So Arduinos, the same way I did the buttons working. Arduinos. And in fact, the turn signal is actually easier, and the wipers here are easier than the buttons because there's no CAN bus here. It's just a little contact that whenever it's shorted, the button will get like, you know, a press. So it's pretty simple. I am going to make a video about that as well. We're pretty close to our destination. How did you do the dashboard? Whoa, chimp the blimp. So I have a video on my channel explaining in detail and linking to a tutorial that will walk you through step by step to get that working. I'm going way past the speed limit here, guys. 55, and I'm doing 70. But why did it slow down to 55? Now it's gone back to 65. What do you think of the Volvo S70, Nicholas? Ah, man. I have a soft spot for the S70. So my first Volvo was a Volvo 850 Turbo. So after the Omega, I bought a Volvo. That was my first Volvo, a 1995 850 Turbo. And I had an accident, and that Volvo 850 saved my life. And with the insurance money, I bought the S70. I had an S70 T5 black. That was my fourth car. So I do love the S70s. I like their interior. I like their design. I love that. What screens do you have, Chase Cake? So I have a triple 4K TV set up here with 65-inch 4K there, 65-inch 4K here, and obviously in the center. They are 120 hertz, 65-inch TVs. Is the hazard light sign also works? Yes, everything works. Every single button here works. There's not a single button here you're gonna ask and it's not gonna work. So yeah, it works. I am playing music in the background. It's just a copyright-free song, man. I can't play copyrighted songs on YouTube, so I don't. Daniel, awesome, man. That's the spirit, buddy. I'm so amazed. Euro Truck is the reason why I bought Moza R5. Dude, Euro Truck is a lot more fun than a lot of people realize. Like, truly. A lot of people will say, oh, it's boring. No, it's not. Start playing and you'll see. It's fun. Flutzy Gas, thank you, sir. Guys, don't forget to double tap to like and subscribe. My YouTube has been on a low end of the algorithm. I had a day with 500 people, but that was the exception, which usually is the opposite. So, if you don't mind me, asking, please double tap to like, at least like the live stream. If you do love it, then also subscribe. I do live streams every day in the morning, and I have tutorials. If not for building, out of curiosity, if you guys want to see it, it's all on my YouTube channel. If it's boring, just turn the speed limiter off. True. Going on a rumble here. Oh, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Holy cow, man. 20. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Do you use SimHub? General Fredolf. Yes, sir. SimHub is the heart of everything. SimHub is running the gauges. SimHub is running my Apple CarPlay here. So yeah, it runs SimHub for the lights, for the Buttkicker, everything that makes my simulation feel better comes from SimHub. Chucho Boss, your stream is the first time my attention is caught by a simulation. You have an awesome vibe, brother. Thank you. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And thank you for, commenting and all the good stuff. Thank you. Where did your dashboard come from? From a Volvo S60R, Cust Boy. A Volvo S60R 2005. Bro really sacrificed an S60R with the navigation screen for this simulator, Thomas. Thomas, watch my tutorial video on my YouTube channel. You will see the Volvo S60R on a clean row of the junkyard. And I wish I would have recorded it, but the forklift was literally coming. They cleared the road to pick up the Volvo and send it to the crusher, man. So this interior here would be in the trash. Oops, I missed my enter. I think I can back up here. There's no cars. So the truck was literally on the car was literally on its way to the crusher, man. So I saved a Volvo S60R. There, I fixed it for you, man. And I do have a Volvo S60R in my garage. A perfectly working Volvo S60R 6-speed manual transmission with the navigation. Do any of the programs need I'm sorry, any of the programs need subscription? No. SimHub, you can pay for SimHub. It's like $5, $6, and it's a one-time payment. You get more refresh rate out of it. Then what else I use here? Like Joystick Gremlin, you don't need to pay a subscription. It's actually, in fact, for free. Yeah, no, nothing requires a subscription. Daniel, where can I watch this stream in full screen? So on my channel, you should be able to see there's a widescreen version that I also stream at the same time. So you have to click on my channel. You'll see the name of it is American Truck Simulator Tuesdays, or Wednesdays actually. I wrote wrong. All right, where's the parking spot? You gotta park it. I think it's back here. Yes, right here. Oh yes, I'm saving interiors. Every single interior I ever bought was at a junkyard. Gonna go around here and yeah. Let's not hit the post. The pole. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of cars, and I am really sad when cars, you know, just get dumped like that. And that's one of the reasons why I love going to junkyards is, I don't know, there's something sentimental about seeing cars there. I don't know if any of you guys agree, but like going to a junkyard, I always imagine the car being like delivered, you know, on the lot, like the first person who owned it, looking at the car and being all proud of it and super happy, bringing it home and washing it for the first time and all that good stuff. I think it's so cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to maneuver quite a few times. This is a hard parking spot. It's by the wall in there, so we're gonna be having to go back and forth a couple times. I have a navigation screen in my V70. Don't really use it. The 2 discs I have are scratched, outdated, 20 years. Mr. Business, I put CarPlay on mine. That's why I use mine, because it's a CarPlay now screen. Move a little bit more here. Start to turn. Yeah, so in my real Volvo S60R, the navigation screen is an Apple CarPlay that I made work in my car with a Raspberry Pi. And I changed the screen to the same one you see here. This has a double of the resolution. Yeah, we're starting to turn, and there's a little space here. That's one of the problems with this parking spot here. Hello to Philippines. I am Mac. Please don't spam the chat. Welcome aboard. And did I hit something? I did. I did. Okay, that's okay. We're just a small bump. I think now we can do a hard over. This is one of the worst parking spots in my opinion, because it's super close to the wall and there's not a big space for me to move forward. Gonna work. We're gonna make it do. Thank you, Glunseed. And a little more, a little more. There we go. Now we fix it. Do your gauges work? Yes, Charlie. Do you see them moving? That's because they're working. If the rust doesn't get too crazy on the body, I might try to do something with the screen. Too much salt on the roads, yeah. Some places they usually, you know, they mistreat cars because of the salt. I don't have that problem here in Florida, thankfully. There you go. We're doing good here, actually. A couple more, one more back and forth. We should be able to get this baby parked. I meant about the RPMs, but yes, I know you can't see that well here, but Yes, everything works on the gauge clusters. Everything you see there is real. So the gear, it shows reverse now. The time is the correct time here in Eastern Standard Time. The 65 degrees Fahrenheit is actually 65 degrees Celsius. This is the CPU temperature. The miles to an empty tank is at actual miles for an empty tank here in the game. The fuel gauge is working, so we have just a little fuel, about a quarter. The odometer is going up, and the hazard lights, everything work, and I think we're pretty good condition now. And there you go, boom, green. There we are, and let's put on neutral. Put the parking brake on. You can see the parking brake light did light up, and we will disconnect the trailer. All right, Charlie, Volvo S80. No, sorry, I missed the questions. Just barrel flipped my truck and got 60% damage. Leon, they are tough, man, on us. Volvo S60 Ante Lundgren, not an S80. This is the S60R version. Put inside the truck. I wish I had your setup. Looks great. I want to know how much it costed. About $700, Charlie. I do have a tutorial on my YouTube channel. Link in my description, in my bio, and it will walk you through everything you need to know about building a simulator like this on my YouTube channel. Same name as here. Charlie, also, that's cool. How did you do that? You must play BeamNG. Yes, I do play BeamNG, usually on Saturdays. If you go to my YouTube channel again and watch my live stream from Saturday, I was playing BeamNG. That's usually on Saturdays. Hey, does the 744 miles to an empty tank work? Yes, Luby, it does. It's capturing the miles to an empty tank from the game. And I can also change there. I can put like the music that's playing. It's playing Stream Beats by Harry's Healer. You can kind of see here as well when I move to the music that's playing right now. Just a second. There you go. On the Apple CarPlay right there. This is the screen capture. That's the music that's playing. The name is long, so Stream Beats by Harry's Healer kind of takes the whole thing. It would say Moonlit Melancholy also. Melancholy. But in any case, yes. And I can also put the instant fuel consumption right here, which is showing the 0 because we're stopped. If I were moving, it'll start doing, you know, like they do. Here, let's start moving a little bit. Get out of here. Let's go to a place to sleep, and then we're going to end the live stream because I do need to work. Fortunately, I love my work. I love streaming with you guys here, but I also have to work sometimes. And I can't sleep here. It's just a service center. Well, where is the nearest one? Really, that far? Right? Really? There we go. Not that far. How much is it, Marcelo, Poland? It's about $700 in car parts and hardware. And not obviously the TV or the PC. You can find all information, parts, and tutorial on my YouTube channel. And I just blew that stop sign. I don't think the police is going to be really active here at 11 p.m. There we go. We can go a little faster. We're not carrying anything. Do the hazard lights work? Yes, sir. Every single button works. Hazards, the wipers, the buttons here will change the camera. Everything will work. Just need to be mapped. I can change here using my phone. These are actual numbers now. It just mapped as a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Yeah, everything works. Yes, the audio and radio also work. FM, AM, and audio from the computer also work. The only thing that's not working here, and it's not because I couldn't make it work, it's just that I didn't need it to work, is the air conditioning. Because I'm in my home office, and it has no air coming out of there. But other than that, yes, everything works, man. Not a single thing is for decoration here. Not even that, which I can't even hide if I wanted. Because the motor still works. Yeah, I really went deep into the rabbit hole. And that's why I made the tutorials on my YouTube channel, so I can teach people how to build this, because it took a lot of research on the internet to get things to work. And, you know, I want to make it easier for everybody just to be able to just, you know, build something like this if they want. And it's starting to rain here in the game, so we're going to get the wipers on. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think spreading the word and teaching people and sharing my knowledge is the least I can do. You know, I got all of this for free. I mean, why wouldn't I just give it back where it's a little more organized, you know? So that's why I have the tutorial, I have the steering wheel, I have the CarPlay. Oh. Go. This is the parking spot. There's a McDonald's here. Anybody hungry? If everything works, why do you need a rear defroster, NC? So, yes, everything works. I don't need a rear defroster. But let me show you how cool this is. Let me go park here, and I'll show you in a second what the rear defroster and the front one does. Because just because every button works, it doesn't mean that they do whatever they used to do in the car. I can program to do anything I want. So in this case here, and now it stopped raining. It was raining. No, it's still raining. It's not too bad. Okay, so let me show you what the rear defroster does. Here, pay attention at the window here where the lady is. And if I press it, I have to press first the seat heat. Now, you see the window moving down? That's my window control. And if I press the rear defrost, that goes up. So, yeah. If I go inside, you can hear the rain's gonna get loud. I'm gonna stop the music here for a second. Gotta get louder so you can hear the outside. And I can open the driver on the other side. And I can close them off with the defrosters. So just because something works doesn't mean that they do the same thing. For instance, the temperature knobs here, each detent will change to a different camera. So if I want to go on the outside camera, 72 degrees, that'll bring me to the outside camera. If I want to go to the wheel, it's going to be 70 degrees. And they're on, you know, forward and to the side, the ceiling, the up, the free movement. So I can move the camera around. If I want to go back to the cockpit without cycling through, because you can cycle through hitting the recirculation here. If I want to just go back to the cockpit quickly, I can press advanced. Boom, I'm inside the car or the truck. Hazard lights will do hazard stuff. If I pull the lever here on my wiper stock, you're gonna see the light coming on here. That's the brake, the Jake brake light. That's the Jake brake. And what else? So the turn stock obviously work. Let me move my camera around here. I think you'll be able to see it a little bit if I move me around and zoom in a little bit. You see the turn stock is too much zoom. Wait, there you go. You see the blinking of my the blinking right here, and the turn stock is right here. I'm gonna turn the wheel to the left. It's gonna continue blinking. See? Still blinking. Now I'm going to turn to the right, as in the car, it will self-cancel. If I move, when it reaches the center, and, well, it didn't. Oh, I was doing the right, not the left, so that's why. So, again, now to the left, turn to the left, and when I go back to the right, it's going to self-cancel. Boom, there you go. Pop this, why not just drive a real truck? Because it makes no sense, buddy. Think about your question, and I'll come back to it. It's Moza, right? No, this is the original Volvo stocks. You can kind of see here, they're different. This is the original S60R. I will put the Moza ones here because they're sending it to me. This year we're going to be sponsored by Moza, and I will change that. So, yeah. The turn stocks also work. What else? If I push the cell phone here, I move the camera around. But what runs the wheel? Moza, your own base? No, chimp. This is the Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters. This is Fanatec. We're going to change to a Moza. Why use a Volvo HW? So, a lot of reasons. One, they're fast. Yes, Volvos are fast. If you don't know that, you're just ignorant to that information, which is okay. My fastest Volvo is the Volvo S60T8 2022, 415 horsepower OEM. It does 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, which is faster than my brand new Cadillac CT5V, which does 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. So there's a fun fact for you. Second, they're beautiful. Look at this beautiful S60R. The interior is timeless. It aged super well. It has a space ball down here. In case you don't know, the space ball is this beautiful transmission here, equipped in the Volvo S60Rs, which is in fact the same transmission I have in my other Volvo. I have a Volvo S60R 2005 with the manual transmission on it. What else? They're safe. They are pretty outside. I love the looks of it, so it's preference. And there's a bunch of other reasons. Can you please make a list of parts guide for the E90 build? So I have an E60 build, not an E90. But the list of parts and guide is the same as my YouTube channel. You don't need another different guide for that. It's the same one. If you follow it, it's going to work. Pop this. Because you're a gamer, not a driver? No, because I do have 4 cars. I drive for 25 years. I never had a single ticket. I'm driving a truck, even though I could be driving a car, an F1 car, and a Porsche. Maybe, you know, maybe some people have to have information drawn, so it's clear. But I work from home. I earn my money working from home, and I don't need to drive every day. So why not make a beautiful, nice, working, fully functional Volvo to drive in trucks, cars, airplanes. I can fly airplanes here. All right. What else? Confused? Why sort of work? Check out my my link tree. You'll find a bunch of information there on my channel. All right, guys. I think that's it. I gotta go. It's been a pleasure staying with you guys here, and I do hope to see you guys tomorrow. So if you're not following, subscribed, all that good stuff, make sure you do. Double tap to like before you go. And oh, I always just explain once, man. It's, you know, people with very tiny brains don't understand hobbies, and especially they don't understand that driving a car is different than driving a simulator. One is in real life, you spend money, you can get tickets, you can hurt yourself or others. There's so many reasons. And the other is safe. You can do whatever. You're not going to be, you know, liable for anything. It's just some people have very, very tiny, you know, nuts of a brain. All right. So, oh, I know you're not. I was answering the other guy, the Pop This guy. Why aren't I driving? Because I've been driving for the past 2 hours and 28 minutes, and I'm actually parking the truck. Let's put the parking brake on, which gets the light on, and let's turn off the engine. Because as much fun as it has been, I need to go. So if you're not subscribed, following all that good stuff, make sure you do. I live stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I live stream American Truck Simulator. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I live stream Euro Truck Simulator. And on Saturdays, I drive cars, GT3 cars, and I crash in BeamNG. So make sure you subscribe, follow, depending on what social media you're watching right now. If you're on TikTok, it's follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow in Euro Truck Simulator. Have fun, guys, and enjoy your day.